Hi, I'm Rodney Miller.
And I'm Jan Carl. Thanks for choosing to watch this clip from our Small Town Big Deal YouTube channel.
For full episodes, go to our website, smalltownbigdeal.com.
Now, enjoy the video.
We are in Oak Ridge, North Carolina.
Now, I think this may be one of the most picturesque places we have ever been. That is beautiful.
Yeah, and probably one of the oldest, dating back to 1767.
So not only is it beautiful and historic, but it's still a working mill.
This mill got its start way back, before the Revolutionary War, back before we were officially a country. It was built on Beaver Creek and assisted settlers with the grain they grew.
It's known as the Old Mill of Guilford, and when you arrive, you have truly stepped into our country's early history.
So the minute you see the mill from the road, it almost looks like a painting. It's so perfect.
The mill, with its own country store, is owned by the Krug family, with Amy Krug, a mother of 3, running the day-to-day operations. Add some amazing employees and even some volunteers, and you have a beloved part of the local community.
Amy, what possessed you to buy a grist mill?
So I was a customer here, loved the products, and I was reading the paper one morning and the mill was for sale. So I said to my husband, I think that would be a fun little business.
What was his reaction? Hey, that'd be cool. We could like buy a grist mill.
He was like, what? A grist mill? But once we both came out and he took a look and we both decided yes.
I love it. Stay-at-home mom, now the owner of a grist mill. I mean, why not? Follow your dream.
What's the greatest challenge you face here running the mill?
At the beginning, certainly was just learning the business. It is an art, and which you will learn about. And then we have some things that break down. We had a pipe break a little bit, so we had to have that replaced. It's not something you just go out and purchase at the store.
It's from the 1700s. Do you have one in stock?
It's a Model 1.
Right.
Amy and her team grind corn and a variety of wheats and rice.
You called milling an art. Why did you call it an art form?
Because you are taking a product and putting it between 2 stones that if they get too close together, they could ignite and your whole mill goes down. There's that saying, keep your nose to the grindstone. That's a miller's term. If you smell it burning, pull your stones apart a little bit. And if the stones are too far apart, you're not going to get the finished product you want.
We're getting ready to go to the World Grits Festival. For all of the audience that doesn't know what a grit is, what's a grit?
Corn. It's ground corn. That's all it is.
It's just simply ground corn.
It's simply ground corn.
More specifically, it's coarse ground corn. Coarser than cornmeal and polenta, that is. We learned that firsthand from Annie Laura, the resident miller, who's been here more than 40 years.
Rodney, are you ready to become a Dusty?
I believe I am.
Okay. We need to put this corn
Okay.
in this hole. It goes down to the bottom of the elevator.
Okay. So start it.
Start that one.
Okay.
Annie Laura showed us each part of the process. Most are the same steps this mill has taken since the late 1700s.
Grinding grits is similar to what I do back home when I grind feed for my cows. I'm pretty sure my cows like corn as much as I do.
One of my favorite parts is what's called the hula machine, separating grain by degrees of coarseness. It uses the same hip-swinging motion as a Hawaiian hula dancer, or like when you try to use a hula hoop.
Packaging the products is an important part of the mill's business, and Annie Laura invited us to help.
So it's yellow, old-fashioned, southern-style grits.
Right. It still has the little black specks from the corn kernel in it.
Not bleached, all natural.
That's right.
Oh wait, is this a recipe?
Yes.
Okay, so all of our southern viewers will be shocked, but I've never actually cooked grits before. Oh my gosh, I wish you could have seen the look on her face. Annie Laura's face when I told her I had never cooked grits. Priceless.
Okay. All right, Rodney, let's bag some grits.
While Annie Laura was getting over that shock,
Right there.
That's good.
we measured and finished packaging some bags. But I thought Jan would never get it right.
2.5?
Any day now, Jan. Jan, you're holding up production.
I know.
And she's got it.
Woohoo!
Got it.
Rodney was getting impatient because he was chomping at the bit to get into the real working parts of the mill and see how it all happens.
This is called a governor, and this regulates the water that goes over the top of the wheel, and that regulates the speed of the wheel.
Then Amy took me up to the top floor of the mill so I could see the full process.
Originally, the grain started here with this pulley system.
Some of this stuff is 250 years old. These beams here would be some of the original beams.
Yes, and then there are wooden pegs.
This is like dust collectors and sifters and
Cleaners, they clean the grains.
these are the tops of the elevators we saw.
Absolutely, yep.
That's an old pulley right there. When it comes up to this elevator head, then you just divide it and you can change which pipe you want it to go down. All the engineering and the mechanics of this grist mill really gets my motor turning. 250 years ago, their engineering that's behind this is amazing. And it's run with electric motor now, but at one time was being run by that wheel.
Yes.
The mechanics of this just, it really gets me excited. I love this kind of stuff.
After a day of learning new things and appreciating the old, we got to sit down and enjoy the star of the story, authentic stone ground grits.
So I put together a grit bar.
grit bar.
I made some yellow grits, and then I put together some bowls of items you can put on top of it.
Can't beat bacon, cheese, tomato, and onion.
The 4 food groups.
Yeah.
Bon appetit. Enjoy.
Delicious.
Thanks for watching this clip from Small Town Big Deal. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and be sure to click the bell so you'll be notified when we upload new videos. Also, click the like button. To see full episodes, go to www.smalltownbigdeal.com.